Hey, the internet. How are you doing? Have you been?
Nobody's watching.
Good.
Oh, we lost our one watcher.
He'll
No,
be
they're just
back.
not on yet.
They just got the
Maybe
big
they were just
notification
away.
on their phone.
That's right.
All right.
We should do drops, man. Then we'll get viewers.
I don't know what that means.
Like free D&D shit.
All right.
Laurel, send them all free dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really got to start
custom-
working that angle.
Custom
Super
dice.
chats, all of that.
Bear Squad dice.
Need a
Little-
DM
Little
face
little bear face where the crit is.
Extra content on Patreon. Let's step this up. Let's
Yeah.
go.
We can
boy.
Patreon
Hey
it.
man,
Yeah.
right now
Play
I am
viewer games.
the plagiarist / art director, the DM, and the main writer and producer and film. So if you guys want to do that stuff, feel
Yeah.
free.
But we're in charge of character design as well.
Character design.
Yeah.
Emphasis on
Character.
the singular.
Only like a third of it, because like John finds all the pictures.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I do like Chief Plagiarist as a title, though.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I actually didn't read Laurel's summary this time. Was it good, Laurel?
Yes, of course it's good.
I am hurt.
Yeah, well,
Wounded.
I watched it this time. And then I also created the entire North. So I don't feel bad. Anyways, welcome back. We are... Who's that? Who's making noise?
Sounds like someone's opening a package of donuts.
Yeah.
Donuts.
Anyways. Dunkin' Donuts? Okay, sorry. We're calling that video. Okay, so whatever Laurel said is probably true in that summary. And to summarize something I haven't read but have watched, you guys are at the house of Dashera Keldabar, a griffin trainer, though you don't exactly know why she trains griffins, but maybe you'll ask her about herself. Maybe not. You guys are
Like
sort
there's
of
a backstory there.
sort of prepping for your journey up north, and you met Veril, who happens to be quite knowledgeable about you and the future, and has already gone ahead and purchased the griffins that you will need to get to the north, and was sort of waiting for you.
Are we renting or purchasing?
Renting.
Okay.
They would be very expensive to purchase, though that could be worked out. Yeah, as far as you know, renting is all there is. And I'm going to say Joe Hoff was like in an argument with somebody in a bar and showed up late. So that's why he missed all of this. And now he's arriving, and you guys are sort of still talking to Dashara, though I guess where we left off, you guys were about to head out and go deal with the mines.
So, we still haven't rested, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Dashara would say, if you'd like to rest here, you're welcome to. There's food.
Yeah, I don't think we would be able to do much good in our current state.
Very well. It is evening, I think. It's getting late.
I think originally we said that we were gonna go back to the tavern and drink and such and go in the morning.
I think that was the plan, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to meet her in the morning for training.
Nope.
Got it.
We don't need no training.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, man, those DCs are gonna suck.
I thought we were going to figure out, like, if we get trained, it was going to be after we handled the mines.
Yeah. You know, no use in training people that might not be alive later.
Whew.
Right, like we can
Bird.
train the replacement characters.
Exactly. We'll just have to find fire steer locals to join our group.
Yeah. Who are rugged, uberly powerful adventurers as well.
Yeah, hero level folks.
Yeah. But casual. Don't want to harsh our vibe.
But yeah, I thought we said that we would come back to her tomorrow after we dealt with the mines to do the griffin stuff.
Okay. Works. Well, so I guess we'll.
Ask the time wizard. He knows what's going on.
So Time Wizard.
Yes.
What exactly are we facing in the mines? And do I recognize you at all from my past visions?
Nope.
Nope.
I am a perfect stranger.
Huh.
Regards to your question, Vera would say, the specifics aren't entirely clear. I know we are dealing with some sort of pair of serpents, but they should be manageable.
Okay. And they're not necessarily dragons, but that shouldn't we
Not
shouldn't take them
necessarily.
lightly either way.
Certainly not. It is best we rest.
Well, that makes sense. Well, I'm down for that.
I hope you don't mind, but I feel like there are a lot of questions to ask you before we rest, so maybe we could all have an ale and talk for a while.
Where?
Well, I suppose we could have one here if Tashara has enough drinks and food for us, or we could return to the tavern in town.
She hears you say that and says, well, if you're looking to stay the night, you're going to have to sleep at the Griffins. There's not enough room, but if you just want a drink, I've got enough.
She'll, look around at the group. I'm sure we could all use beds and such. Been a long day.
Tashara chimes in, are you guys new to this whole thing? You seem very unsure of yourselves.
We've had a very, tumultuous 24 hours.
Very well.
Yeah, we lost a dear friend.
Well, my condolences.
Were we at the inn? Did we get rooms there?
He said that there are rooms available. We haven't
Okay.
paid for them yet.
Okay.
We'll return, though, hopefully tomorrow once we've sorted things out at the mines. And thank you for your hospitality.
Of course. Well, I will be here tomorrow. Good luck.
She'll lead the group back to the tavern.
Aw, yeah. And
Tavern.
here it is. Let me throw this new guy on here. Boop.
So So yeah, she'll order around for everyone, and she'll kind of make eye contact with Veryl. Do you drink?
A little.
All right. And she'll order, I guess, 6.
And the barkeeper is excited to see you, comes by and passes them out. He says, so, you guys looked into the problem here? Or?
Yeah, I think we'll go and handle it in the morning.
Excellent. Well, then your rooms are on me.
Oh, that is very kind.
Well, I mean, it's the least I could do. Plus, this place is a shithole.
Oh, it's not so bad.
You haven't
We've
seen your
slept in
rooms
worse.
yet.
True. I do get the feeling that some of us will be a little too tall for the beds.
Yeah, well, if you need to, you can kind of string a few of them together.
Might be necessary. She kind of looks at like Taryn and Damon, who definitely won't fit in halfling-sized beds.
Would Vosner pick up that he's talking about hammocks?
No, regular beds.
Oh, regular beds, okay. Nice. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna go and do that tomorrow.
Very well. Well, if you need anything from me, you just let me know. And then he turns to the elf Beryl and says, I don't recognize you. You weren't with them before. Are you new around here?
Yes.
All right. Well, welcome to Fireshare.
He will bow graciously.
Well. Then he tries to imitate your bow back, but it's not good.
So once they're like settled down and the barkeep has wandered off, Izzy will turn to Veryl and say, "So tell us a bit about yourself. How did you get here, and when did you first know we were coming?"
Well, there's much to say. I suppose regarding the second question, it was only several weeks ago that I determined to come to Fireshire. Much had happened before that. More than an evening of conversation can capture. He will take a tiny sip of his ale.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Were you sent, or did you just feel like you needed to come and find us?
I was sent. The goddess of time, Mistra, revealed to me that this is where I had to be.
Did you give any reason why?
Vaguely.
Or
It was either I come here and meet all of you, or witness the world plummet into darkness.
darkness? Like literal darkness, or more of a figurative thing?
It's all the same.
I suppose. All not good.
Not good.
And if you don't mind me asking, where were you when this call happened? What did you do before?
I spent most of my time in various places throughout throughout Faerun, following Mistra's orders to do what needed to be done.
You sound a bit like a cleric, being the hands of your god.
Something like that.
What is your expertise?
Chronergy, the magic of time. I believe it is for this reason that Mistra commandeered me to serve her tasks.
Is time threatened in some sort of way?
Time itself isn't threatened, but the threats exist in time. And so, should I change time, I will change the threat.
So it's more of a future thing that you're working against, huh?
Yes.
Do you know the nature of the future that you're trying to prevent?
Specifics, no. But the general impression is massive devastation.
Does it have anything to do with other planes?
It seems likely, but I can't say for sure.
Yeah, I've had similar premonitions about large cataclysmic things dealing with other planes.
Veyra will take an imperceptible sip of his ale. You almost wonder if he's just wetting his lips and not drinking any.
Nice. I just kind of nod and go, okay. And I look around at the rest of the group, seeing if they're curious.
The barkeeper sort of walks over awkwardly and replaces Joe Hoff's ale for the third time, and then goes to Veril. And, oh, you're still working on that? All right, yeah. No, sorry. Sort of gets another round for the rest of you.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have any questions for the rest of us?
Presently, no. However, I understand you're on a mission with the Heroes Guild from Mostone to collect certain staffs scattered throughout Faerun. Is this correct?
She kind of gives him a look, almost unbelieving. Yes, but it is a bit of a secret, so we don't really talk about it openly.
Veyra will take an imperceptible sip and nod and follow up just by saying, "It is imperative that you do this."
That we complete our mission?
He'll nod.
Is it at all related to that other plane?
It is likely, but I cannot say for sure.
I'm very grateful that Mr. sent you. You seem to have a good source of information. and we are a bit short-handed currently.
Yes, I'm sorry about what happened to Miss Ludovic. He had promise.
Yes. You seem, of course, very wise and insightful. Are you very good in combat?
Slightly more than noticeable smirk appears on his face, and he'll say, I hold my own.
And as a team, you could hold your own alongside others.
Better alongside others.
Good.
So how is it that you handle combat? More offensively or defensively?
I manage the terrain. I can inflict damage when necessary. However, I prefer to not make that a necessity.
Okay. Well, I guess we should probably share with one another how we handle ourselves in battle. And that can help us with supporting one another. I myself can turn into different types of beasts.
At that, Veyral will target Vosner and cast momentary stasis.
Huh.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw. And you're
Alright,
next to DeMarcus, so I'll give you the +3.
Oh,
Dang.
Boom.
Alright, so, Vosner, you feel as you're saying that description of, I can turn into beast, you slow down, and, like, time around you begins to stop for, like, half a second, and then it flickers back to normal. Yeah. It doesn't actually disable you for 6 seconds, but there's like a half a second of it. And you don't notice this happening to you. But everybody else sees you slow down in time.
What's so funny?
Yeah, to Vosner's perspective, all Veyral did was hold up his hand and then put it down.
You were frozen just for like maybe a half second.
Oh. Interesting. So that's what you do.
he will
That's
nod.
very handy.
It has proven to be, and it will prove to be. He will take an imperceptible sip of ale.
So, you spoke a bit about the dangers of taking the caravans into Bryn Shander. Do you know what is going on over in 10 Towns?
Violence. Enemies from without. Getting closer to Bryn Shander. It is on the cusp of being completely destroyed.
She kind of pales for a second at that. But you don't know what will become of it?
That depends on our actions.
I see.
What kind of enemies do they face?
Frost giants tend to inhabit the area. Orcs as well. And various barbarians. And like a subtle scowl or a look of disdain or disgust appears on his face at the last one.
Did I pick up on that, I assume?
Yeah, you can roll. If he's not trying to hide it, I'll say your insight's passive.
Yeah.
High enough.
I'm a high elf, man. I don't know if I'd be able to hide that.
But not high as an elf.
Correct. Not yet.
Disdain comes naturally, though.
Yes, all of the standard northern enemies.
Well, it'll be good to have you with us on the trip there.
He will nod.
I think I have some things to do before I turn in, so I think I will go upstairs for a bit, and she'll leave some gold on the table for the others to get more beers.
Could I perceive that Izzy was affected by his statements or no?
Was Isolde trying to keep her cards close on that one?
No, she looks very nervous and uncomfortable.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'd say Vosner also has high enough passive insight.
Yeah, her deception is +0. She's not a good liar. But she'll head upstairs.
I guess after a couple minutes, Vosner will follow. And
Captain Marcus, too. Long day.
Yeah. Karen will head out too.
Same. Yeah, I'll sleep. Damon will go rest as well.
I'll
She-
go ahead. Sorry.
Oh. She went up and sat on her bed and is going to try to scry on her mother.
Can you cast it into the chat?
Oh, sure can.
Ooh, alright, cool. Oh, I really need to add a token for the momentary stasis, or like a little icon.
I have to target someone.
Alright, yeah, you scry on Nick. He's in a tavern. I don't. No. You think of your mother and cast the spell, and you feel the spell work as you peer into the mirror. And as you peer into the mirror, all you see is sort of a strange cosmic static. Almost as if what you were looking at was an attempt to look into another dimension or plane of existence. And you see nothing.
She looks frustrated and just kind of like discards the mirror on her bedstand and gets ready for bed.
Vosner will walk up to Isolde and ask, is everything all right? You seem pretty troubled, especially with news of your hometown.
I mean, it is troubling news. Wouldn't you be troubled if your hometown was on the verge of destruction?
Well, yeah, I suppose, of course. But, does it have anything to do with, are you worried for your family? Is there any sort of news?
Of course I'm worried for my family. I wouldn't really say there was news. I tried contacting my father and he told me not to come home. He said there was nothing left there. I tried contacting my mother and there is nothing there, so... When I looked in on him, he was alone, and I assume that is how I will find him.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it that everything is destroyed, or that they're just not there?
I don't know. I won't know until we get there. It's part of why I am so eager for us to go. So I was both eager and dreading it, but it needs to be done. And we will deal with it when we get there.
Yeah. Well, you're not alone in this. So, you can always reach out to us.
Of course. Yes, I'm not worried about that, but as I told you all before, there were some mistakes that I have made last time that I was home. That it's not really safe for me to go home, and it might be all of you having to deal with my mistakes. I'm just not looking forward to it. There's no avoiding it either. I've done that long enough.
Yeah, the hardest thing is to confront the beast that chases after you.
Sure. She just kind of looks frustrated. Why don't we just rest? Think about it tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem. Vosner will go away knowing that he hasn't helped a damn bit.
I think he did.
But yeah, he, without saying anything, he motions over to Paco to kind of tell him to sleep with Isolde tonight.
Oh. Squirrel friend.
Okay, so
The real hero of the party.
Vosner and Isolde are upstairs, but who's still downstairs?
I am.
Okay, is anybody else down there with him? Nobody
Nope.
else.
No one?
No, Joe off went up to go to bed.
Wow, Joff went to bed early.
Whoa.
He didn't say a single thing?
Still pissed at us.
Not a damn thing.
Demarcus went to bed. Taryn, Damon, either of you want to talk to Viral?
Taryn headed up with everyone else. Like he said, like pleasant goodbyes. He didn't just like silently walk away, but there wasn't like.
Yeah, Damon just when everyone else was going to get rested for the next day, followed suit.
I guess as they went upstairs, then Vera would have moved to a corner seat in the tavern and kind of just sit pensively. And he'll have his spell book on the table, but he won't necessarily be reading it.
Yeah, you want to describe your spell book?
Yeah, let me see if I can find a picture here.
Okay.
Let's see. I found a nice one the other day. I can't find it again. Let's just say it's small and inconspicuous. And it's leather, but almost like a silver leather. Yeah, I know it doesn't make a lot of sense. Tori's scoffing at that, but whatever. It's a silver-ish looking leather, but otherwise pretty ordinary. Let me see here. Here, I'll post a picture in the chat. Excuse the man there, but let's go with something like that.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So Farrell sits by himself. Now you don't even have to sleep as an elf. You just have to meditate for I think it's
Correct.
4 to 6 hours or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, so in the middle of the night, like maybe there's still people in the tavern, but Varel will sit there thumbing through the spell book, and for a 4 hour stretch, we'll just kind of sit and stare.
And the bartender stops bothering you after a while, after he keeps coming, and like your beer has only, or like the ale has only gone down like 1% each time.
Yeah.
Is it because of evaporation?
He's not sure. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. So, you guys get a long rest. Yay!
Finally.
No more bleeding on my scenes.
Took us a while.
My beautiful scenes. Look at all that blood on the... Let me just clean that up. Delicious.
Gotcha.
Okay. And, you guys wake up, and, who's the first to go downstairs?
Taryn will go down pretty early.
Okay. You come down for breakfast, and you find Varel, awake, sitting kind of where you left him.
With a very flat ale, like only like an inch has been consumed of the whole cup.
Taryn will like just grab some like sausages and bacon, and then join Varel, offer him some from his plate.
He will gladly take a sausage or two. And
Does he just like take imperceptible little nibble bites out of them?
nah, he eats the sausage like a normal person.
All right.
And he'll nod
Disappointed.
graciously. I mean, the elf's got to eat, you know?
They also have to drink liquid, but I mean, it's not good.
Imperceptible amounts.
Actually, I'm gonna be right back too. I gotta pee.
Take 5, everyone.
Woo!
Okie dokie.
Some good stuff so far, guys.
You're such an awkward bunch of fucks.
That we are. But we've lost so much. I don't know if our characters know how to deal with loss. I think that might be it.
I don't know. I mean, it's also just odd to meet someone who already knows you, but you don't know them.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot on everyone's plate right now.
It's good RP though. I love it.
I know. I can't believe we're going to Bryn Shander. I feel like I've been thinking about this for the last, 4 months. Pretty intense.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get to have some new powers or something.
I don't know. I mean, she might just get the power of no longer feeling like an escaped criminal.
Sweet, sweet bliss of freedom.
Yep. Just unpinned a grenade and then ran away to Mostone. It's not great coming back to see what happened.
It's pretty biblical, not gonna lie.
Sure. I don't know. I've never read the Bible, so I don't know what's biblical.
That is silliness. I bet you've read it at least once.
Yeah, partially inspired by the whole Moses story
I'm back.
thing.
Dope.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey
I
there.
actually preached on that this morning.
Moses?
Yep. That scene.
Where he kills the guy and then runs?
Well, I used it as context for the point I was trying to make. But yeah.
You weren't preaching about the Super Bowl?
I wasn't. Gosh darn it.
You mean the
I did mention it,
superb
though.
owl?
Superb owl.
Yes.
What are you doing for
The
your
most
birthday,
elite of
John?
birds.
I'm going to play D&D with my best friends.
Woo!
Ooh, after this?
Yep.
First he has to deal with us just being awkward
Yeah.
for the next 4 hours.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, you guys, I don't know what happened. You're sort of like a deer in the headlights with a new character on the screen. You all forgot like what you're doing. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, our whole dynamic shift.
Once we lost our manic alchemist, then things went downhill real fast.
Yeah.
I feel like we just lost a friend, and everybody's be like, "Now be friendly, meet new people."
Yeah.
While we're all grieving.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, and I don't trust how much this guy knows.
I know. It's gotta be so weird to be
I-
like, oh, you know all of our names and where we're
Yeah.
from and our super secret mission? Cool.
And don't go telling us you're sorry about Missile. You take his name out of your mouth.
Wait.
You're only here because he's dead, man.
Fuck. Little did you guys know that was gonna be an NPC that I was gonna play, and Missile could have just been alive next to him.
They would have been an odd pair.
I don't know if I could RP that. Hello, elf!
It would just be like you RPing your sense of self-loathing as they talk to each other.
What's
Perfect.
self-loathing?
All right. Okay. So Taryn and Viral share breakfast together. That's where we were.
Yeah. So, Taryn will, like, as they're eating, say, I'm sorry I was, out of the conversations yesterday, going through a lot, but I'm glad we have another, member to help us on these missions.
Yes, I'm glad glad to be here. It is a worthwhile endeavor. And I have high hope.
Certainly hope so.
And he will take a hearty bite of the sausage.
Taryn will be surprised at the high elf taking a hearty bite. Taryn will just like make small talk, but I don't feel the need to roleplay. Like,
Sure.
how about that weather?
Okay,
Yeah,
who comes down next?
I'm gonna go meditate, but I'll probably pass by them and
Okay.
say good morning. Yeah, I'll just pass by and say good morning and probably say, if everyone else is not up soon, would you mind waking them so that we can get going?
Yeah, we can do that. Or I can do that.
Cool.
Taryn will give him like another 10 or 15 minutes, then head upstairs for anyone who's not awake yet.
When you go up to Marcus's awake and just kind of praying, kind of like at the bedside, basically with his book in front of him, go down with you.
Is anybody else asleep, or is it just kind of like everyone's milling around already?
Damon would be aware that you're waking people up and just would be like, oh, time to get up and head downstairs.
Oh, you also can do a long rest on Damon, by the way.
Yeah, I was just about to.
Jove is asleep and snoring loudly.
Vosner would have come down earlier and then gone out to commune with his nature and then come back and sat down with our new friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taryn will do the tap the boot on Johoff to kind of get him up.
His hands reach out, clearly searching for something vaguely cup-shaped.
Taryn would have, I think, remembered to bring him an ale.
You know, you're very quickly becoming Johoff's best friend. It's really amazing how this relationship has progressed. So Johoff will sit up in bed, take it from you, chug it back, and gratefully nod to you and be like, thanks much. Morning.
Yep. Morning.
Vosner will talk to Viral and ask, so you've never experienced any other planes, I guess. I guess my question for you is, does your deity, is your deity worried like other deities? Is there a sense of this is affecting all of them as well? Or maybe that's imperceptible. I don't know how gods work, really.
Mistra is invested in your mission. It is of tremendous concern to her that you succeed.
Would it, I guess, if we were to fail, do you think something like another spell plague would happen?
Perhaps, or perhaps something worse.
I know that it's kind of awkward with my companions at the moment, but I guess we're kind of reeling at the loss of a friend, and to have you so knowledgeable of us, it may be a little while before they understand, I suppose.
I take no offense. I'm not well known for being charismatic.
Yeah, neither have I. This is more of just experiencing things as they are. Well, to the best of your ability.
And seeing to it that they become what they need to be.
Mm.
He will take an imperceptible sip of lukewarm, flat ale.
Vosner will nod, and I guess if there's tea or coffee around, he'll sip that and shove a root vegetable or two into his jacket, and then you just hear little munchings underneath his jacket.
The bartender comes around, just says, well, good morning. I hope you enjoyed the place. I know it wasn't that great, but, well, anyways, you guys planning to stay another night, or what's your situation here?
As soon as the rest of the party comes, well, we're planning on heading to the mine.
Yeah, we'll know if we're gonna stay or not, depending on how well the mine goes. So we will. Yeah. So it's up in the air.
He looks really happy, and he says, true heroes, you will have saved all of us for sure.
And do what we can.
Yes, well, if you happen to be able to kill the king of the frost giants, then perhaps you could do that next. He sort of like laughs at. I'm just kidding, of course.
Yeah, we'll move on to the Lords of Hell after that and just make it like a long weekend.
Who even knows if there are Lords of Hell? I heard that's all a myth.
Where's the frost giant king? Maybe it's something on the way.
He stops laughing and sort of looks at you weird and doesn't answer your question. It's just sort of like, all right, well, good luck to you.
Deadpan, curious face. He really wants to know.
This guy does not know where the king of the frost giants resides.
And Vosner will continue to look at him, just waiting in arrest.
He leaves the room, sort of looking back at you, unsure of why you're staring at him, and he feels really uncomfortable. You feel your stock in this relationship slowly dwindling, as he now is afraid of you.
Vosner will continue to stare at the back of the room.
Terran
Now he
looks
just looks
mildly
disappointed and turns to
irritated.
his friends. It's like, well, I thought we would have another mission. Oh well.
Karen's just kind of like deadpan looking at him like, how did you miss the joke type of thing.
Izzy will come back in and join everyone for breakfast.
Apparently there's a leader to the frost giants. And might be
No.
something to look into.
It was a joke, Vosner.
Yes, I'm sure there is, but as I told you yesterday, we have very pressing things to take care of.
Yeah, right, I know. Of course I knew it was a joke.
Sure. Is everyone ready to go?
Beryl will stand up at that.
Damon will also silently stand up.
Excellent.
Vosner will get his things together.
What's DeMarcus do?
Marcus has been quietly eating, not as much, looking fairly despondent, but yeah, I mean, he's following suit. You know, whatever everybody's doing, he's kind of like, you know, fitting in. He's getting all his shit together, ready to go.
Very cool. Okay. Is Joe off doing anything of note, or is he just kind of going with the flow?
Drinking and going with the flow.
Got it. Okay, you guys gear up and head out. What's Varel look like geared up? Like, is he carrying anything? Is he doing anything?
No, he has a small, unadorned satchel, and he puts his spell book in there. And otherwise, much like the Avatar, he's just dressed in kind of ordinary, inornate wizard robes. Probably wouldn't even look twice.
And does he have an Ion Stone active?
Oh,
Ion
yeah,
Stone?
sorry. Yeah, there is. I forgot about that. I suppose, does it have to be floating, or could it be like a chain, like a necklace?
I mean, you can flavor it however you want. I think one of the reasons why they have it floating is so that, like, monsters could snatch it if they were quick. But,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Oh, I see there. Okay, then yeah, there's like a wisp, like a bead of light, of silver light, circling his head. But otherwise, yeah, pretty uninteresting. He has nice boots on too.
Intrigue.
Okay. And you guys... Alright, where's scene number 732? Okay. Alright. You guys walk your way up to the top of a hill, sort of the entrance to the caves here, and you find just a very small opening, like the guy described. It seems like a very pretty roughshod cave. It's not super well maintained or worked, and much of the mining seems sort of on the unprofessional side. And yeah, you just walk up to this opening, and it is very dark inside. It's to the south, by the way, in case some of you can't see.
Damon, do you mind leading and giving us a bit of light?
Of course, Captain. And I will light my sword.
I'll cast light as well.
I hold out a hand to stop Damon before he passes, and like to stop him in his place, and I say to him, "Be on your guard." And I cast Gift of Alacrity.
Ooh.
Do I observe any effect? Or is it something I would just feel?
Can constructs feel more alert?
Yep. I would say you can flavor it however you want, but I would imagine something like you sort of start to hear when people talk, it sort of like doubles up because like somehow you can perceive like a half second ahead of when people start talking.
Yeah, so I would say like I feel this humming in my chassis, and like I'm listening to everything that's happening around me. Any like small chatter that's happening sounds extremely clear and almost overlapping. And
Cool.
I will turn to you, Veril, and say, "Thank you, Master Veril," and then I will head forward.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll cast light on the top of my staff.
Okay.
Vosner will cast Dark Vision, giving on himself as we enter.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta enable all these buffs on you guys.
Woo!
Let me also, if I could, I don't think this is quite a buff, but I'll gesture to Vosner as well.
Okay.
And I will hand you a small pearl, and in it is the haste spell. And I will say, you will need this. Keep it close at hand.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you can pop out that Arcane Abeyance so you can see what it is, but I've basically condensed the haste spell in there for you, so you can just cast that as you need it.
It basically turns it into a spell scroll that any person can use. It's not like class specific. So now technically Vosner has a bead where he can cast haste on himself using his own concentration.
Nice. And it's a one-shot use.
Yeah, it'll
Correct.
be consumed, and then you'll have haste on yourself for 10 rounds until your concentration is interrupted.
Nice.
Cool.
And then finally, with Subtle Flourish, this will be the last thing. Then I'll stop.
You're good, dude. Some characters have to cast buffs ahead of time, and in the future, I'll just assume like if you just set a precedent, like these are the spells I hand out to who, and I always cast Mage Armor, and that's fine.
Will do. Yeah, Mage Armor is going to be ubiquitous.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys sort of walk into this cave, and Damon shedding light on everything, Taryn following up behind, illuminating the icy, kind of iced over walls around you. And you can see flecks of the adamantine in the walls, small veins of it that have been mined for most of their ore as you sort of walk through this very strange cave.
There appears to be an immediate fork. Perhaps this is just two paths to the same area.
Perhaps I think we should probably stick to the larger tunnel, since I think we are looking for some particularly large creatures. Oh, do I see this guy over here?
You
I believe
see
there may
a
be someone
humanoid.
in here.
And Damon, as you come around the corner, you find the corpse of a miner.
I will check it for any signs of life.
Yeah. You make a medicine check. He's alive. Oh wait, no, he's super dead.
I turn to Isolde and say, "This one may yet be saved."
And he's just a frozen solid popsicle.
Yeah, I take one look at him and I'm like, I don't think so. And
I'm gonna
see what he has on him.
investigate to see if there's any like marks about like how he died. If that can shed any light.
Yeah, do an investigation. It looks like he was bitten, and wait, hold on. No,
Damon's
it
like-
looks like he was electrocuted and then froze.
Interesting.
Cool.
Are there any marks or scrapes on the ground, as if a serpent was slithering by, or?
Yeah, make a survival check for me, Vosner.
Woo!
It looks to you like the cave has no indication of any animal movement.
Can I make like a nature check to know if like I've heard of any like serpents that are electric from my experience as a dragon person?
You can't think of any particular animal that's electric.
Alright.
Does he look like he came in here like to deal with the monster? I know that the barkeep said that some people...
He looks very ill-equipped. He's got only a pickaxe to defend himself.
Okay. And could she tell if this was recent or if this was like one of the earlier victims kind of thing?
Yeah, make a medicine check. Oh, you can tell that this guy died a couple of days ago from electrocution, and then the corpse froze.
All right. She has like a momentary thought of asking Missile what he knows about electric creatures, and just stays quiet and goes back to the main tunnel.
Yeah.
You can go right to hell, Laurel.
What's who's on like watch? What are we doing here? Like, are people?
I'm keeping an eye out in the hallway.
Okay.
Marcus has been kind of like up front. I mean, he would have been like watching the front. I don't know if you want me to roll a perception, or what, but that's what he's
with disadvantage because you're in the dark. I mean, you can't see into the dark.
Hearing real hard. Shit. Okay, sorry. I rolled it once. I'll just roll 2 and we'll do it that way. Here. Well, 1 anyway. That's helpful. There we go.
Yep.
Hang on. Do that again.
I roll another one, Dylan? Okay. There's disadvantage, right, John?
Yeah.
Well,
Actually.
yeah, DM needs to call that. Sorry, I thought I could use that reroll.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, not much better.
Exert ability control. As reaction, makes an attack roll. You can force the creature to reroll. Yeah, so I'll give you. Yeah, no, it's also it's sort of a weird thing. Like, I will say, just undo that. What I probably should be doing is working off passive perception, anyways.
Okay.
So, just ignore DeMarcus's shitty roll. Let's see if this works.
I will say after Damon whiffed that check and made an idiot of himself, he would have been like, "Yep, these guys are good to figure this out. I'm just gonna step back out here with my flaming sword and help keep watch."
Okay.
He whipped it so hard that he did it confidently, though, right?
Laurel, what's your passive perception?
Oh man. Let's see. Passive perception is 15.
Really? With your wisdom? Okay.
I think so, right? It's 10 plus the wisdom modifier.
You have a 19. It's that grayed out number next to perception.
19.
Yeah, but whatever. Your passive animal handling is a 15. Okay, so even with a 19, you do not notice as a shadowy figure crawling on the ceiling slowly moves towards the group, opens its mouth, and expels a breath into the squad.
Gross.
Laurel and Terran are going to be +3 on the saves.
Yeah.
Dexterity is not my strong suit.
Let's make sure I got. Wait, is that the right amount? Alright, hold on. I gotta make sure this is programmed correct. 20 feet long, 5 feet wide. Alright, easy enough. Alright, so it's gonna be here-ish. And it's going to... Okay, that's not what I wanted. Recharge successful. It's going to hit Isolde and DeMarcus.
Oh shit.
Oof. Those saves. Now, I will say that is an ability that the thing has. So, you could react to it. Well, I guess it would depend on who could see what, but yeah. And I will throw us all minus the minor.
if we can react to it, Damon would try and throw some psychic shield Izzy's way.
Sure. Yeah, I'll well, I guess it got a surprise round, so I'll give it that.
That's fine.
Since it scored really high on its stealth. And it's gonna go first probably. So, Damon, remember to add a D8 to your initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, 76 damage.
I know. If only you'd
That
failed.
looks real painful.
All right, my initiative is 29, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. So, let me turn off this intrigue music and add some, this music? Okay.
It didn't add the D8 like into the roll for me, did it?
No, it didn't. I don't think so.
I just don't know where that +4 is coming from.
You get that for having, War Mage, whatever.
Oh, right.
There's DeMarcus's initiative. Okay, so out of sort of above you, but not super high, like let's say it's a 20-foot tall ceiling, this creature sort of crawling on the ceiling sneaks up on the group and hits Isolde and DeMarcus with a breath of lightning, illuminating the room in sort of a bright blue glow. And both of them are able to withstand the brunt of the damage and recover, not falling to their feet, as Damon sort of jumps to action right away.
Yes, so I will immediately cast haste on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to charge up and swing at this thing.
Nice. Yeah. You slash into this thing and it lets out a scream.
And I'm winding up for my next swing, and that's my turn.
Okay. It is going to... Let's see. It's going to bite at Isolde.
And I will psychic shield some of that.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So 7 total. She gets back.
All right, and it is going to, yeah, I think it'll stay there. It's going to try to wrap. It's trying to get you with its tail. Let's see. Does the constrict require? Okay, it attacks with constrict. It is grappled. If okay, and he's going to try to attack Damon with it. Oh shit! I didn't mean to target. No, it missed both of you, anyways. It doesn't require that it. Does it require that it hits? Okay. Oh well, the target is grappled. Yeah, I'm gonna say it misses. So he sort of swipes at you with his tail, and you both dodge out of the way because I targeted both of you, and that is the end of its turn. Yep. And oh wait, I gotta roll a d6 for him. Nope. Okay. It is Johab's turn.
So this guy is reachable from the floor?
Yep.
Yep. Alright. So, I'm going to run up here and do my thing. and then move back.
Yeah, nice. Okay. It is Veryl's turn.
Yeah, buddy. So I'm gonna cast Misty Step. Back up a little. Let me just push the button here.
Okay, and
Bang.
if you cast that, then you can only cast a cantrip as a normal action.
Misty Step is a bonus action, I thought.
Yeah, and the way it works is if you cast any spell as a bonus action, it makes it so you can't cast a spell as your action.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought you might not know that.
I will keep that in mind. That's not the end of the world, though. Let me...
Yeah, you could still use cantrips.
Yeah, I got some nice cantrips here, so... Let's target this bad boy with Alt. I was going to name this spell Glah, but I'll just settle with Death now.
Your character dies for having mentioned Derrida. No, you're good. Yeah, you... Yeah, very cool. Do I need to do anything else?
I don't think so.
Oh, it takes extra damage if it's missing health. Oh, did it already do that?
And I think it accounted for that. Yeah.
No, it
no,
didn't.
it rolled. So should we re-roll 2d12?
I got you.
Nice.
So it's 10 instead of 9. Minus 1 more damage. Alright, is that your turn then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Taryn, you're up.
Taryn will cast Blight, and I'll burn 3 sorcery points to impose disadvantage.
Damn. Oof. And I'm gonna add the extra damage.
Can you reroll his, or did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I can. He does have a decent constitution. I'll see if he makes it.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Okay. Give it back.
Then Taryn will back up a little bit.
DeMarcus, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move up, and I will cast haste on myself. And with my extra action from hasting, I will do a little attack.
Nice.
And I'll add a first level smite on that.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Damn. Zold.
Alright, assuming of course that I wouldn't be able to run away without getting attacked, she is going to, let's see, take the disengage action and move, I guess, back here. And then, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Up next to the guy.
Let me find it. It's under minions.
Ooh, I crit him.
Oh, dang. Look at that crit. Yeah.
Nice.
Vosner, you are up.
Awesome. Vosner will go, and he will first cast. Where is it? Flame Shield on myself. Well, hold on a second. How do I want to do this? I just get an extra action if I use haste, right?
Yeah, so the first turn you use it, it consumes your action to use it, but then you get an extra action from it. So, but the action can only be used to attack something once, move or dash, or something else. But it's pretty limited.
I think you can disengage with it as well.
Yeah. So, or dodge probably as well.
All right. How does the creature look to me?
Pretty beat up.
Pretty beat up. So he kind of looks at the pearl in his hand and thinks that he could save it just for probably its twin. Will cast Fire Shield on himself.
Okay.
Here we go. Cool. I do 9 erroneous damage.
Yep. I undid it.
Perfect. And then we'll shape into a narwhal. No.
A beached narwhal.
A beached narwhal. He will shape into a great wolf.
Okay. Do you need me to pull that?
No, I'm blowing. Sorry.
Cool.
And I will move close to everyone, right there.
Okay.
As best I can. I know that that's shaped the maybe I guess down a little bit.
Yeah, I would say that it's kind of tight corridors. So like, if you did attack it, you couldn't end your turn there, and you would have to pull back. Meaning, technically, it could get an attack of opportunity on you. That's how I would rule it. We don't normally do much with making a lot of the squares, but I think.
I mean, for the shape of the room, it makes sense. Yeah. So he'll get as close as he possibly can to protect others with Sentinel. But that's about it.
Okay. Oh, you can't attack anyways. You used your action. Okay, that makes sense. Damon, you are up.
Right on. Yeah, I'm seeing this thing. I'm feeling confident. Feeling like we got a handle on it. So I'm just gonna keep swinging.
Okay. Dang.
And again. And I will use a psychic die to put a little extra on that one.
Jedi powers.
So that's an extra 10.
Ooh. Okay.
Dang.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. On your turn, let me see. Does he get it back? Nope. This guy is going to disengage and run the fuck away. What's his movement? Oh yeah. And basically he's going around the corner, and you hear like strange scraping noises as he sort of dashes, and like his hardened like exterior scrapes against the walls of the cave, sending like rocks and rubble kind of scattering on the floor. And it is, what am I doing? Oh, no, not that. It is Johaf's turn.
Okay. Sorry about that. I think Johoff is gonna run up to here and just kind of try to peek around the corner a little bit.
Yeah, you see what you see right now.
Oh, so it actually ends going down below, looks like.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, I think, from this perspective.
Okay. Then I'm going to pull back. And that's it.
Okay. Farrell, you're up.
Okie doke. Let's take the 30 feet. It went down the hallway where Joe Hoff's at.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pursue it. Let me see. I might just prep a spell to hold it in case it comes back.
Okay.
And I'll just prep. I'm just gonna prep a Chrono Spike cantrip just to sit tight.
Okay. All right. Taryn, you're up.
I'll move up here to see if I see anything. Then can I make like some sort of check to see if like I can place what type of monster that is?
Sure. Yeah. Make a nature check. Oh, it didn't add the D4. Weird.
So 15.
Yeah. I'd say you know maybe that there's a strange sort of lizard monstrosity that dwells in caves, and you cannot for the life of you remember its name. It's just right on the tip of your tongue.
Alright. That'll be his turn.
But he knows that sometimes they're confused with dragons even though they're not dragons.
Okay.
And DeMarcus, you're up.
Okay. I will move back. Let's see, 5, 10, 25. All right. I'm going to move back to where Izzy is and heal her for 30 HP.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Are you able to undo something that I just did on my end?
Yeah.
Just artificially decreased my life. I accidentally took it off the, I just wasn't thinking. Instead of doing the lay on hands, I did my HP and took life out of it.
Does that mean you were at 60 and you took 30 damage? Or what?
Yeah, I couldn't remember what number it was, so if it just appeared as 60, then so it is.
I'll look
Or
it
did
up.
you manually put the 60?
I manually set it to 60. I will look to see what you're at.
Alright, I can go back in the chat and see how much damage the dragon did,
No, I got
and I'll put it in. That's okay.
It ended you at 46. I'll fix it.
Right on, thank you.
So MIDI quality of life has concentration checks built into it now, so don't mind that. But you've succeeded both of them, so great job of you taking the damage.
Alright, yeah, and then I did my lay on hands, and then I'll move. Since I'm hasted, I can pretty much get back up to where I was.
Yep.
And
you still
I'm
have
gonna move. I get one more
action.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna move right there, and as I'm moving around, I'm gonna tell everyone to try not to get in a line. And I'm with my remaining action. Am I able to use that extra haste action to just ready an attack in case something runs up on me?
I'll allow it.
Okay, yeah, I'll just ready a regular old hammer swing.
Okay, Isolde, it's your turn.
Okay, so you said that we could hear it, like going through the corridors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which direction did it sound like it was going?
That way.
Just like purely away from us?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, she is going to, try not to bunch up with everyone in a line. But she'll move, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's hard not to bunch up in a line. Yeah. And then she'll ask Johoff, since she saw him run down that way. Did you see anything down there?
Yeah, well, I didn't see anything. I didn't want to go too far. You know, yes, we get separated, but when I got there was nothing there to see.
Alright. We should be cautious, but, yes, we should keep going. And, yeah, I guess I'll use my action to move a little bit further, but she's gonna, like, kind of duck around this wall. And use her bonus action to move her spiritual weapon 20 feet. Ooh, don't collide with the wall. 5, 10, 15, 20, so it's, like, kind of illuminated and moving down the corridor.
Sure. Yep.
That's it.
Okay. Vosner, it is your turn.
Awesome. Bosner is going to use his action to, I guess, sniff around and try and get a bead on it and see if there's another one. So since I'm using that, I get advantage.
Yeah, roll for advantage on sniffing.
On sniffing.
Perception.
Let's double check. I guess that's advantage.
You didn't roll it at advantage, but you can roll it again. See what you get.
Okay. Oh, that's
Oh,
much better.
look at you! All right.
Look at you.
So, a few things. You sniff the room, having just transformed into a giant or a great wolf, and you smell a bunch of things. First of all, you smell the smell of fresh blood on the ground, which came from that creature that you just, that the rest of the party beat the shit out of. And you smell that the trail runs around the corner, and but now you smell that it is, like, the source of it is sort of far away now. And furthermore, you smell the presence of another creature just like it, and the presence of other things. Smaller, stranger smelling.
Smaller, stranger smelling?
Mm-hmm. But nature-y.
Nature-y?
Mm-hmm.
Like hostile? Or...
just unique.
Just unique.
What does hostile smell like?
I don't know. Like a really bad BO? You know? Wait, is it like nature, like fungal, or more earthy?
Earthy.
Or like
I'll say earthy. You smell something earthy.
And do I get a sense of which direction? Is it behind us, or is it?
You smell earthiness this way, to the south. You also smell the half-decaying, half-frozen corpses of a number of humanoids.
In that same direction?
Yeah, kind of all around you, because, there's like a guy that died over this way. Anyways.
Yeah. Does this small, strange things, does it smell like they're coming closer or not?
No. You just smell them. You're not, like, tracking motion that well with your sniffs.
Alright, well, I'll just kind of look over in that direction, and I'll move forward, spend my motion, or my movement to go that way, so I can move, I think, 30 feet? Why is Hunter Shark on? That's weird. How many feet can I go? I can go 30 feet. Alright, I'm gonna wolf my way towards the entrance.
Okay, move wherever you're moving.
Okay. It says I'm colliding with a wall. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, I'll wolf over there.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep. Then I'll growl.
Damon, you are up.
Damon's going to sprint off after this thing. So I'm going to dash to give myself 120 feet of movement.
Okay.
So there's 25. There's 50.
And you come around the corner, and there's nothing there.
And I will continue forward. So there's 75.
And
100. And 120.
so Damon runs the circuit and comes back around the other side to see you guys.
And if I use then like my second haste action to dash, do I get another 60?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Then I will sprint up this way and tell Isola that I lost track of it.
Very well. And it is okay. Johoff, it is your turn.
Right. Gonna run down to here, and then can I do like a perception roll to see if I can figure out where it might have gone?
Yeah.
Seeing as how, clearly this just goes around in a circle.
Yeah, I don't know. Johoff has been around the bend to know that, but yeah.
Oh, what I didn't see.
I guess
Damon?
maybe you saw Damon come back around.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So let's see. What am I doing here? Perception. Oh, great.
You sort of look at the cave wall, which, because Vosner's not lit up, and I don't know why Johoff can see so well. Did we change them?
I did say I lit a match.
Oh. Oh, I gave you dim vision 20. Strange. Anyways, no, it's just really dark in here. You can't see shit.
All right, I will go there and then just hold, I guess. I'll hold a attack with my hammer just in case something springs out.
Sure. Varel, it is your turn.
Yeah, meta question. Do I have dark vision enabled
Yeah.
as a high elf? Okay, cool. Just making sure I can see what I need to. And do I still have that cantrip prepped from the last turn, or does that like go away?
It goes away.
Okay.
Is that, how do you pronounce it?
I go Vayril.
Yeah. Vayril. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's how the AE goes. I'm just gonna go right up here next to Terran, and I'll rest a hand on his shoulder, and I'll simply say, "Good luck." And Terran, what you feel is that in a pinch, sometime in the near future, that if you need fortune on your side, you feel a subtle optimism that you'll be able to pull off something in a pinch if you need to.
For the record, that does take a minute to cast.
Ah, you're right. Damn. All right. Never mind, Terran. You feel nothing. And I forgot.
I haven't felt anything since Missile died. So.
Oh my
Oof.
god.
Oof.
Pretty sure you haven't felt anything since Aristos died, but that's, something else. Sorry. Terran.
He has felt morbid curiosity about his own powers.
Terran, it is your turn. Unless you want to do something as Vayril.
I'll just prep another Chrono Spike then. I think that's all I can.
Sure.
Alright, so I guess Terran will move forward a little bit. And I'm colliding with walls.
just there, and prepare a ray of frost.
Okay. DeMarcus, you're up.
Okay. Taryn, do you have like a light cantrip on or something? Are you illuminating stuff?
He is.
Yeah, his staff is glowing.
Okay, sweet. So let's
Giving some solid Gandalf vibes.
Right. Are you not wearing your hat still though? Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
Marcus frowns. Let's see.
It's probably in Boston.
Yeah. Let's see. I saw Joe Huff light a match and run around the corner next to a giant wolf. Tyrion is illuminating that way. All right. I feel like you're pretty good over there. So DeMarcus is going to. Let's see. I guess I have 60 feet, and so I will. I think I'm gonna. Yeah. All right. I'll move. I think down this way. Damon, how is it? 60 feet that you're illuminating?
I think it's 40.
40. Okay. So. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of move ahead and see what happens. I guess over here.
DeMarcus runs off into the darkness.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna prep an attack, I guess. Wait for something to come shoot electricity at me or try to eat me or something.
Got it. Sounds good. Isolde, you're up.
Alrighty. I, as a bonus action, move my spiritual weapon, and just looking at Damon, kind of confused. I'll say, I guess it must be able to move through the walls then, or? I don't know, but we should keep looking. And she'll start moving this way. 5, 10, 15. Is this a crevice, I assume?
Yeah, that falls down into very dark darkness.
20, 25, 30. And as my action, yeah, I guess I will hold a Sacred Flame cantrip in case I see it.
Okay. Bosner, you're up.
I'm gonna follow my nose. Snoop around.
Okay.
Continue to follow after the beastie beast.
Yeah.
I should still have dark vision on my wolf.
Okay. But if I give you vision, doesn't that fuck up your vision?
If you give me vision, doesn't it mess up my vision? Could you give my wolf token dark vision?
Yeah, if I give your token vision, it might fuck with your shit, because it has before. But I did give it to you, so let me know if it works out.
I'm gonna follow my nose after it, and then I guess... Could I see where it went?
You went into this room, and you do not see it in this room.
But where's the smell going into?
I'll just say it goes into this crack in the wall here.
Sweet. I start digging.
You find...
Big enough for me to go to?
No. It is strangely very small and full of very sharp adamantine like slivers that when you try to sort of move through it, you feel them start to stab into your flesh, as though you would need a very tough hide to move through this.
Okay. And it still smells far away.
Yeah.
Alright.
But you do smell the blood going in there.
Gotcha. I just kind of yowl. And I sit there. Where did everyone else went in the opposite direction, I guess, it looks like?
Yeah, kind of.
Alright.
Well, you got 3 of us.
Yeah. I just kind of yowl and sit, waiting for folks to come.
Okay. Damon, it is your turn.
Can I like use an action to like wave my sword into this crevice and look down into it, see if I see anything?
Yeah, you can sort of hold your sword over the ledge, and as you do, you look down, and there are like lots of metallic ores that sort of shine the flaming sword, the flames of the sword, or reflect it, and but the hole itself seems to like go down very, very deep, almost imperceptibly deep. But you can see sort of holes and tunnels and sort of other sort of tunnels that interconnect all in this sort of open circle.
Okay. Yeah. Then I am. I'm gonna assume like that's not maybe like a burrow. That's like area that has been worked, and move past it.
Okay.
I think that's 60 total that I've gone.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll dash and just move up a little farther.
Got it.
And I'll just call back. I found another miner.
Yeah. And as you approach, you can tell this one is dead as well. And
I think that is that's my turn.
okay. And Joe-Off, it is your turn.
Joe-Off is gonna walk out here into the middle. Oh, wait, well, let me do that. Hang on. Nope. Nope. Alright, I'm just gonna have to move him.
Just go up one and then do it.
Got issues with the wall.
Well, you are standing next to a wall.
And then it's going to yell, "Oh, where the fuck is everybody?" Really loud. And ready my hammer.
Okay. Varel, sorry. It's your turn.
It's all good. Excuse me, I just shoveled a bunch of food in my mouth. What Izzy said in the chat makes me nervous. So I'm just going to take 30 feet and ready another Chrono Spike.
Got it. Taryn, your turn.
He's going to head back, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Which direction did he see Vosner move again?
That direction.
Okay. Yeah, actually, he's going to move after Vosner then. And ready, Ray of Frost. And that's his turn.
Okay. DeMarcus, Damon has now caught up to you and run past you and found a dead body.
Okay. I guess. Let's see. This would be 30. Take my movement down here. And. Shit, I guess I'm still hasted, so I will cast Cure Wounds on myself. With my action. Oh. Token targeting thing, shit.
That old adage.
Not gonna do that.
What? Old?
I
yourself?
think. Oh, for some reason I think it wasn't working last time I tried. Let me try it again. Same thing.
Do you have the top left player thing collected, or are you still on the ruler?
try. Yeah, I'm gonna try one more thing.
You'd also just right-click your token and then hit the little target thing on it.
Yeah, that's what I just tried. It still didn't work. That's fine. I just won't do that. And I will. I'm gonna move up even more. See what happens because I got 60 feet.
Okay. Are you gonna cast on yourself, or no? You want me to do
No,
that for you?
can you want to do it? Yeah, you just do it for me. That's fine.
What level cure
And that will be my just a level 1. And that will be my action and all my movement. And then with my extra haste action, I'll just prepare a regular hammer hit.
Okay.
For if something runs up on me and tries to eat me.
Got it.
That's my turn. Thank you.
Isolde.
Alright. Having heard Johoff, I'm gonna double back until I can see him. Say, a bunch of us are looking down this way. It seems like it has disappeared. Yeah, and she'll just motion for him to follow them. Although I guess, so Vosner and Terran are missing?
Correct.
You did hear Vosner kind of yowl in the distance, so unless you were too far away.
Like a painful yowl?
No, just sort of like pay attention to me, yowl. You know how Fox does.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, she'll say to follow the others. And I'll go gather Terran and Vosner. And she'll go this way.
Okay. Vosner, it is your turn.
Cool. I will use my nose to follow after the rest of the party. So where's my token?
Yeah.
I can't see.
Yeah, see, I told you, if I give you vision of your token, it's gonna do this.
That's what happened.
You're gonna move out of line of sight of your normal token and it fucks you over.
Yeah, it does. Alright, there it is. Okay, here we go.
Chad, is there an easy way to switch between my tokens? I accidentally put my spiritual weapon on top of Isolde. Now I can't get back to Isolde.
I just move one to the right and then...
When I do that, she comes with me. I think I mounted the weapon.
No,
somehow.
You didn't. It's just that when you select... I gotta get rid of vision on this thing.
Yeah, I still can't see Izzy now.
Yeah, that's the problem. You had vision on the token, and so when you select it, it gives you just that thing's vision. And now that it doesn't have vision, you should be good.
Oh, I can't see anyone now.
I hate this game.
There we go.
Yeah, I deleted it.
That works.
I dashed to that position as a big wolf.
Okay.
Following my nose after my compatriots.
Alright. Very well. And it is now Damon's turn.
Damon is going to take a moment and like look back and forth, trying to decide like, do I follow Demarcus or do I try and group back up with everybody? And he is going to then at least try and get Demarcus back in sight for to start.
Okay.
And then I think I'll just stop here and say, Demarcus, it may not be wise to get so far ahead of everyone else. And that's my turn.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see if it can do that. Okay.
Oh no.
Taryn, out of the crack in the floor, the large beast emerges again and rushes towards you. And, yep.
Do I get my prepared cantrip?
Yeah, you do. Go for it.
Alright, this is going to be what does it.
Yeah. I mean, that was a pretty substantial hit for a prepared cantrip. And you see him sort of like...
Oops.
What?
I hit the wrong button, so it did it again.
How dare you?
Yeah. So you can undo that, I guess.
Yep. Undunded. And, he is going to bite you.
That seems about right. Shit.
Oh.
Ooh.
And he is going to wrap his tail around you.
Oh, that's not good.
And squeeze.
So that'll be a death.
No, it just takes you... Because you were at 17.
Oh, the squeeze is what got me there.
Yeah, so it kind of slithers out without you noticing while you're sort of looking around, looking back to your group. And then right above you, a massive scaly head comes biting down and catches around you, and a tail whips and squeezes you, and you feel ribs shatter as it knocks you unconscious after you fire your blast at it, I guess.
Alright. Do I let off a scream, or is it just like a quick little like...
Yeah, I'll say you scream. That'd probably be... with the bite, you probably screamed.
Alright.
And now you are wrapped in its tail. And it is looking like it is going to, from Vosner's perspective, chomp down.
Shit.
And potentially swallow you whole. So, that is its turn. Johoff. You
so
just
I heard that
it? Yeah.
from up in like the left corner there.
Yeah, over this way.
Okay. Right. Bad. Real bad. So, I'm going to run over there. By the way, why is my speed on my character sheet set to 0? Just out of curiosity.
Because I don't care for you.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's fair. I
think there was a bug that reset everybody's speed to 0 in a recent patch. And people were complaining about it, and I was like anybody pays attention to that number, but maybe Johoff does.
I mean, yeah. So Johoff is gonna run in there and just, do the stuff he does.
Sure.
If you kill it before it can bite me again.
Yeah, we're not off to a good start there, friend.
There you go.
I'd use Stunning Strike, but I have a sneaking suspicion its constitution is pretty high. Alright, not quite how I imagined it going, but, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move back a smidge.
Okay. And it is Farrell's turn.
Okay, let's see here. Hoping I can get a view of things. I cannot. So in that case, I'm going to take a dash action to move an additional 30 feet.
Yep.
I don't want to land on Vosner's token. How do we resolve that if I wanted to go to where the giant wolf is? But
he's blocking the way.
Got it. Alright, that's sad. So I'm gonna go here.
if you can make it all the way to the other side of his token, then you can move there. But
Right.
if you can't, then he is blocking the way.
And so let me see. That's probably. I could take a bonus action now, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna save that bonus action. I think that's all I can do.
Okay. It is Terran's turn. Make a death saving throw. Oh shit!
Yes.
All right, hold on.
So do I have my turn now?
Yeah. So what happens is you feel your body quickly jump to consciousness as the draconic blood in your veins sort of like heats up to like this intense like boil, and you come to consciousness, and in your head you hear the voices of various dragon spirits, people you've met who have talked to you, Jacoba and Zor, and they all tell you to keep fighting.
All right. Then I'm going to just kind of like, I don't know how intelligent this thing is, but I'm going to just kind of look it in the eye and just breathe on it. Like, I can do this too type of deal. Oh, nice. And then I'm going to cast Far Step. And teleport 60 feet.
Nice.
Or 55 feet. There.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
All right, DeMarcus, you don't really hear much going on. You heard like a howl and like, but nothing to script. And you're just sitting next to Damon, who just
did
told.
I not hear? I didn't hear turn scream.
No, I would say it's probably muffled around the corner, and but you do hear Damon talking to you, saying like we should turn back.
Okay. In that case, I will move like. Yeah. Okay. I'll just move all the way back then, and so I guess like agreeing with Damon, RP wise, this would probably look like DeMarcus just kind of like running back, and as he continuously like doesn't see anybody at this little chasm, he's just going to keep running, and he would probably eventually like use his dash actions to get back to the first person that he sees. And I think if I'm hasted, is it 120 feet that I can move total if I use 2 dashes?
Yeah, so the way it works is your movement speed is doubled, so 60 feet. And then if you want to use your action to move as a dash, you could do another 60 feet, so that'd take you to 120. And if you wanted to use your hasted bonus action, or your hasted action as a dash, you could go up to 180 feet.
Oh shit, okay. Well, I think 120 is, yeah, like all the way up there. So yeah, I'll just get all the way up there then.
Well, you gotta, I mean, you gotta go around the chasm, but.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, kind of like seeing Terran and Isolde using my dash action here.
Terran's like crumpled up on himself right now.
Yeah, he is. I will. In that case, I think I will use the rest of my Lay on Hands pool and heal Terran for 15 as my wasted action.
Sure.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
So if you did 15?
Correct.
Isolde. Actually, by the way, I don't know why this is all fucked up on your character sheet. Let me let me change something. First of all, you're level 10, not level 9. Second of all, that means you've got 50 lay on hands pool instead of 45. So if you want to give that extra 5 to Terran, you can, or if you want to hold on to 5, that's up to you. Matt.
Sorry. I forgot I was muted. Yeah, Taryn, take the extra 5, please.
All right.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yep. And, Terran, you have a point of exhaustion. And
Yes.
it is Isolde's turn.
Well, she was looking down the tunnel, hoping to go run after Terran until he suddenly appeared behind her. So she'll turn around quickly and kind of take in the sight of his condition, and
He's
she'll
leaning
put her-
very heavily on his staff.
Yeah, she'll put her hands on him and cast life transference. Oh, I have to target myself for life transference. Hang on a second. Yeah,
Alright.
so you get, what's it, 46 plus 6, so 52 health.
Alright, that puts me at max.
And Isolde, on your turn, you notice a sound from this direction.
The direction DeMarcus just came from?
Yes.
Jesus. Okay. So she fixed Terran. When she hears it, I guess she will use her bonus action to move her spiritual weapon like up to the edge of this crevice.
Okay.
And then just say, I think something is coming, and she'll point down that direction.
Okay.
And start just taking steps back.
Got it. And at the and something does come. Something comes out of the ground, and attacks. It's going to breathe. And DeMarcus fails his concentration check, as does Terran. But you do succeed. Both of you succeed the lightning breath. That's pretty amazing. So Terran, since you're resistant to lightning, you take less damage. DeMarcus, however, takes a shit ton. DeMarcus is effectively stunned till the end of his next turn because of the haste wearing off. And Terran, you lose your teleportation ability.
Yes.
Bosner, you're up.
Great. Is the thing still behind me?
Ooh, I mean, I don't know what that means.
Is the large snow serpent that attacked Terran still behind me?
I don't know what you mean by behind, but there is one in front of you this way, and there is one this way.
Okay. I guess I'll go after the one that attacked Terran. 5,
Yep.
10, 15.
That describes both of them.
Yeah.
All right. The almost dead one.
Perfect.
And I will.
Though from Varyl's perspective, they're both almost dead. Time is an illusion. Yeah. You rip into that big dragon serpent creature.
Yep. I think he only gets one attack.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's a great wolf. I think that's it. Let me double check. It is Yeah, that's it.
Damon, you are up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head that way, and eventually I'll see this thing. And yeah, I'll just like basically come like tearing in once I see it, and position myself between it and all these other people.
Yep.
And I believe I had to use a dash to do that.
Sure.
So then I have one other action to use where I will attack it.
Yeah, that sounds right. And you miss.
And then I need to look up what I can do with this. The bonus action. Yeah, no, that's my turn.
Okay. And it is this guy's turn. And he is going to desperately use his Dragon Breath, or his Lightning Breath. Look at these fucking rolls! I guess it's only DC 16, and it's Dex, so... And Johab's a fucking king at Dex. Let me undo that damage I just did to him, because he ain't taking it.
Nah, I ain't having that shit.
Yeah, so Johab, how do you dodge a lightning bolt? What's that look like?
So Joaf like slides to the side with his arms out in front of him and kind of his feet out in front of him, like sucks his belly in, and it just whips past where his stomach was.
Nice. Sweet. Okay. And, alright, that is his turn. He is going to try and move. And I'm guessing you're going to take an opportunity attack on him?
Yep, I will.
Go for it. Yeah, it turns to run, and you bite it and tear into its back, and it like goes limp.
Nice.
And yeah, Johab, it is your turn.
All right. Let's see what the matter is out here now. These fuckers are getting themselves into. Let's see here. I'm just gonna move manually since the walls are in the way. Okie dokie. Alright, and then I guess I've got 15 left because of that, so I'm gonna move back here.
Okay. Vayril, you're up.
Okay. Take my 30 feet, get a view of things. Wonderful. I'm gonna target the Bahir, and I'm gonna lock eyes with it, and it's gonna stare into the black abyss that is my pair of eyes, and I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Killer on it.
Ooh.
And what confronts it in its mind is visions of its corpse rotting and decaying in this mine after we've long gone, having killed it.
Damn. Okay, on a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage. Oh wait, does it take that only on its turn? Did we do that too far in the future here?
It takes one when I cast it.
Okay, yeah.
And then I think subsequent. Oh, it takes no damage when I first cast.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it just gets frightened, and then on its turns, if it fails, it takes damage. Yeah. Ah, nuts. Oh well. Hell, let's go with it anyways. Yeah, but frightened is good. I think that's frightened. I don't know. Did it do anything?
Oh, that was sweet, dude.
There it is. Oh. It's not doing anything with conditions for me here, so hold
on. As soon as I came back in.
Yeah, okay, frightened. So, frightened creature has disadvantage on ability attacks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is in line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Okay, so
sorry about that.
It's fine. Very good. That is your turn, and it will take that damage on its turn. I'm just going to say that damage is going to work.
Cool.
Because it's already rolled once and failed. I don't want to undo
Sweet.
that. Okay, Taryn.
Can I use meta magic on spells I cast with my staff, or is it only like my spells?
It's a good question. Is it gonna allow you to do something totally game breaky?
Or I just wanted to impose disadvantage again. But I wanted to use the Threnody.
Yeah, the question is the Threnody spell something that you could cast as a sorcerer, or is it a wizard spell that you just have access to now?
Let me check.
Because if a normal sorcerer under normal conditions could cast it, I don't see a problem with it, but sometimes they balance this shit by making it like, oh, well, we wouldn't give that to a sorcerer because it would be too powerful with meta magic or something.
Okay, I think it's just a wizard spell.
What's the name of it?
Destructive Wave. Let me search it.
It's a paladin spell. Strange. Yeah, I'm gonna say don't, and later we can talk about it maybe.
Okay. I mean, it totally makes sense if it doesn't work because it's magic from a staff, not from me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to cast Destructive Wave.
Sweet.
So it says on based around me, but on creatures I designate. So it's probably gonna select everybody. But it should only apply to that guy.
Are you sure you don't want to make it like try to TPK the whole team?
I'm thinking about it. But
This could be a real Sith moment. All right. I'm gonna add everybody back, and then I'm gonna look at, and it looked like the Bahir failed.
Yeah, it failed with a 13.
Luckily, everybody succeeds their concentration check, so I don't have to undo any damage there. And yeah, I'm gonna say the Bahir takes the full damage. Anything else happen with that, or is it just an explosion?
It should be knocked prone.
I'm gonna guess that a creature this big would not be knocked prone by. It is a 5th level spell. I'll say he gets knocked back.
Okay.
Sort of into this hole. And because it's afraid, it can't move closer. DeMarcus, you're up.
I'm stunned till the end of my turn, right?
Oh, that sounds
or,
right.
You know,
Yep.
Condition equivalent stunned, yeah.
Isolde, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, I will, I guess, move up a little bit and use Preserve Life. What is your HP total? How much would it take to get you to half HP, DeMarcus?
I think fully I'm like 80 something.
Alright, well, put
84.
yourself up to
um,
half.
Okay.
It's 84, so 42 would be half result.
I'll get it. My shit's going really slow right now. I think Terran's dope spell broke my shit.
That seems right.
Hey, you can turn off the dice rolling mod on your side if it's really lagging you.
Yeah, that might actually be really helpful. Yeah, I should do that.
And I'll put myself up to half too, because that would only take 4 out of the pool.
Got it.
And then as a bonus action, I will float my mace out into the chasm here and attack the bear.
Nice. Attack away.
Why don't I have an attack with my weapon?
I don't know. I think it's on your character.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'll just set it not to consume the spell slot.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, you smack that big ol' monster. Okay, it is the Bahir's turn. And let's see if it gets its thing back. It does not. It is going to, I guess, make a wisdom saving throw to see if it's no longer a scared. It's still a scared. And it takes that damage now that it took before, right?
Yeah, if we're not counting it the first time, then it would take it now.
Yeah, so it takes all that damage now. And it is pretty fucking spooked, and it is going to dive down deep into the cavern.
Oh boy.
And it is Vosner's turn.
Awesome. I will make my way back towards the group. I think that should be 30. I guess. Can I could still smell the blood of that thing that just burrowed deep into the cavern.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was 30. I guess I'll dash then.
Okay.
In its direction.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is that leapable? So I wouldn't get hurt if I were to leap down there?
It looks very deep.
Are there ledges around when I get to the edge?
I mean, not down there. It's like
Okay.
a hole.
It's just a hole. Alright. Alright, I will then just go 30. Continuing my way down there.
Okay. Damon, it is your turn.
I think I will position myself around the other side of this drop off. But other than that, I think I would just wait for orders to come on what our plan of attack is going to be.
Yeah. Johoff, it is your turn.
Yeah. Johoff is gonna step up to the edge and look down. I'm assuming, what with his bad vision and all that, he can't see anything down there. Like, can't see the
Yeah, it's like looking into pure nightmare fuel. It is just a straight drop into black nothingness for you.
All right. And then Johoff is going to go back from whence he came. Whoa, God, that's way too far. and just ready his hammer in case something pops out of there.
Got it. Payroll.
Okie doke. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna cast Find Familiar and have it take the form of a bat. They can hear you. my wife likes familiars.
That takes an hour.
It takes an hour to cast?
It says instantaneous, and I think it lasts for an hour.
No,
it's like takes an hour to cast the first time. It's like a ritual, and then as an action, you can like bring it in and out of like a target dimension.
Well, never mind.
I mean, if he was like used to having his familiar, like Leif said, if you had cast it as a ritual, like in his day-to-day life, he can just pop his familiar in and out.
Yeah, I suppose we could allow it. What would your familiar be, and how does it? What does it look like?
I'm thinking of bat, and I think I can change that depending on when I conjure it. But let's start with a bat now, and it just looks like an ordinary bat, but a really, really dark, deep, like purplish glow to it.
I guess the question would be, does Varel normally need a bat in his everyday familiaring? You know what I'm saying? Like that seems really niche for a cave and something you might work up the summons. Though we could just say, Varel in the night knew that he was going to need a bat today, so that's one of the things he.
I don't know. That feels like a gimme, but I mean, we were going to a mine.
We're working on 10 levels of learning wizard and like the fly, so I think some gimmies are allowed. We'll say a bat for now. That you knew you were going into the cave today, and so last night you changed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say a bat raven dude is what I'm going for here. And then if I could, like, would I be able to send it down into the abyss there and have a echolocation look around?
Yeah, totally.
Let's do that. Let's send it in.
All right, make a perception roll on a bat. You have that? You don't. Let me give you one.
Still rusty with the new guy. We'll figure it out.
No, that's fine.
What does Varel look like when he does this? Because he loses all of his own senses.
Yeah.
His eyes go normal?
Yeah, his eyes.
That's what I was thinking.
He gets cataracts over the blackness temporarily.
Ooh.
All right.
Spooky.
You have blind sight, so here's your perception roll. I'm just gonna. It's just a wisdom roll. That's weird. Anyways, but you have blind sight. That's fucking weird.
I'm gonna do this too.
To re-roll it?
Yeah, because that's terrible.
Okay. I think that's your second one of the day. I think you're out now.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah. So let's see how this thing rolls. Heidi. Yeah.
Wow.
Even with blind sight, this thing, you basically like go down and all you see as a bat, which is a very strange experience because you're like sonar, is you like see all of the walls are just solid rock as though there's no living thing in here, where you can't discern the here to solid wall. Like you can't tell the difference.
Bummer. All right.
Taryn, I think you're up.
Alright, yeah, so Taryn's gonna walk over to the edge as well. And he's gonna pull out a coin and cast light on the coin, and then just toss it down the hole.
It falls for a while. Are you looking to do anything other than that?
No. He just wants to see, like, if anything can be seen. With, like, the light of the falling coin, or does it just go on down forever and then vanish? Or
it falls and then hits some metal and, like, stone fragments and sort of bounces out of sight.
Alright. So there's just, like, a glow coming from out of sight.
Yep.
Interesting. And Taryn's staff isn't glowing anymore.
Got it. DeMarcus, it is your turn.
Okay. Feeling better. But feeling sad because everyone is walking up to the edge of this giant hole and nothing is happening. So Taking that as a hint that there's nothing to do over there, I guess. What's talk to me about this kind of rock here that's up to my left. Is it like a column that reaches to the ceiling, or okay? DeMarcus in that case will move to that column and kind of like rest sort of behind it, readying an attack in case anything comes around either of those two passages. You know what I mean? He's got kind of like his back to it, and he's just kind of like readying an attack in case anything comes around.
Perfect. Isolde, your turn.
Alrighty. Yeah. I'm going to cast.
Oh, wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, never mind. No, we're good. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Is Veyral still concentrating on the Frightening Phantasm spell?
Yeah, I don't think anything else has taken that off, so...
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
And then, let's see, I'll move 30 feet. And I'll say to the group, it seems a bit dangerous to lurk right around the crevice, but if we keep moving, I'm sure it will probably try to come out and follow us. Probably better for us to fight it elsewhere.
And as you're saying that, you hear it scream out of the tunnel again. And Veyral, you can tell that your magic is still like flowing through this creature, and the image of its death in its mind is slowly killing this thing.
Love it, dude.
And you're just
so
like
good.
concentrating on it as it's like not even within sight of you, dying.
My
Vosner.
face is expressionless as it was with the familiar.
Vosner, you are watching Veyral focus on his magic as something sort of screams in pain below in this dark tunnel. What do you do? Are you muted?
Yeah, he is.
I am muted. Sorry. Vosner will continue to carefully sniff his way around the hole and try and find a way to get to it that is not sheer tunnel. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If I continue down in this direction, what do I see? Just
a tunnel.
hallway?
Yeah, hallway.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. Vosner will whimper and kind of go down this direction.
Okay. Damon, it is your turn.
So I still don't see anything, right? There's no sign of this thing.
Yeah.
I think then I guess because we're coming up on round 10 anyways, I might just like use this round to voluntarily release the magic that's hasting me, so that I don't like lose some future turn.
Okay.
That is more valuable.
All right. So you stun yourself.
Yeah. I will look to Isolde as I'm like basically ventilating excess heat from my body, and ask, should we press on or wait this out? and that's my turn.
Okay. Joe Huff, it is your turn.
Remind me, Damon, you're like lit up or something, right?
His sword's on fire.
Yeah, my sword.
Right. So I'm not gonna want to go too far past you since I can't see shit. So let's see here. 30, 20, and I will stay there. Oh, and I'll ready, a hammer attack.
Okay. They roll.
Would I have to use my action, or if I used my action, would the concentration on the Behir still be active for its turn?
As long as you don't cast anything that uses concentration, you're fine.
Got it.
Or take damage.
Now, I don't know if following this to the letter is allowed, but if I chrono spike it, it just says you hurl a mode of time at a creature or object within range, not one necessarily that I can see.
No, you have to be able to see it.
Okay, I figured. Let me see if there's anything else.
It's probably just a typo when I rewrote it.
No big deal. This is also C. Yeah. I think that's all I got, because I think everything else is based on sight.
Okay. Taryn, you're up.
Taryn's going to just kind of look around for direction from everybody else, and then kind of 3, 4, 5, just kind of move over here and ready a ray of frost.
Okay. Isolde, it is your turn.
Yeah. She's going to. Oops, that's not her. She's gonna say, yes, I think we should keep going. And move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can you guys hear the dog crying in the background?
Only faintly.
I assumed it was Vosner.
Pitiful. Yeah, she'll
John, you
keep
skipped
moving.
me, but Marcus would have done the same thing, so it works out.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why I have you marked off. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's right.
so she took the dash action and she'll move her thing.
Got it.
20 feet is her bonus action.
Okay. Okay. Why don't you roll the 4d10 for me? Again.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
why I wanted you to roll it. Deep in the rock somewhere down in this cavern, the sound of a large monster sort of just like letting out the most terrified cry you've ever heard as its own mind consumes itself, and the screaming stops. And Veyril, your concentration ends because you know that it's dead.
An imperceptible smirk appears on his face, and he looks towards the group to see what our next steps are.
Damon will look at Veyril and say, "What did you do to that thing?"
I let it see what was inevitable.
Damon will uncomfortably turn away and start back down the corridor.
Vosner will continue to nervously sniff around. And do I still smell the strange small things?
Yeah. You do still smell something.
I I'm gonna growl back at the group and like walk 10 feet and sit and wag my tail and continue to growl in that direction to get everyone's attention.
Is there anything on this miner that is indicative of anything other than like electrocution and biting?
No.
Cool.
He just looks like a poor miner.
She's like about to tell the group like, job well done, until she notices what Vosner's doing.
You guys are out of combat order, by the way, if you want to just move normal.
Okay. Yeah, she'll just call back to the rest of the group that there's possibly more ahead. And she'll follow Vosner's lead.
Once everyone gets close enough, then Vosner will continue to go down the hallway, taking point.
Okay.
And following after the strange smells.
DeMarcus, before you pass.
DeMarcus is quite consciously kind of like staying behind you. He doesn't want you to be in the back.
Okay. Sensing
I mean,
that.
he's next to you.
Okay. Sensing that, if we could take a minute now that we're out of combat, if I could cast this on DeMarcus.
I guess it would depend on if the group is willing to wait while he casts it.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna guess the answer is no, but you could convince them otherwise.
You hear from the back of the group, wait. What do you do?
I'd stop.
Terran casts light onto his staff again.
Okay.
How many pearls do you have, friend? This is like a diamond.
I gave you
situation.
10, so
yeah,
you gotta be careful with using them.
Right. I used one for the Arcane Abeyance with the haste, and then did not actually successfully use this in combat, so I think this is the second one here.
Wait, your haste thing, your Arcane Abeyance cost one?
I thought that's what the point of the pearls was, because I turned it into a moat. Okay, well then in this case, this is the first pearl.
Yep, that sounds right.
Cool. So DeMarcus, if you want to pop that out just so you can see what it does, but it gives you a free reroll when you need it.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks. So like what so we stop and DeMarcus kind of like stops next to you looking at you like what does DeMarcus kind of like see this as?
I think I would say something similar to what I said to Terran before. I would just say good luck, but you sense when you need help in a pinch, there's like this little spark of optimism that, yeah, I'll be able to pull off what I need to pull off.
Yeah, DeMarcus kind of like knowingly and sort of gratefully like nods at you and gestures to show the way.
All right.
Okay. And the group continues on around the corner. And you walk into a room that is glowing with a strange sort of electrical light in the corner. And at the end of the room are a number of frozen, sort of half chomped on miner corpses and a number of like luminescent eggs, which Vosner now recognizes to be the source of the strange earthy smell.
Are these the snake eggs, essentially?
Yes.
Okay. Vosner, I guess, will go up and just growl at them.
And with your perception, you can tell that something living stirs inside of the egg.
Yeah, I'm gonna growl even louder and go to chomp on them.
Okay.
Chomp on one.
I'm just gonna say their AC is low enough that you just bite down on one and crush it, and it stops glowing and moving.
Right. Then I guess I will go to town.
All right. Bosner just one after another starts chomping down on these eggs. And unless somebody does anything else, he kills all of them.
Yeah, unless someone wants to stop me.
All right. You guys
Marcus
just...
would ask Varel what they are.
They are those serpents. They are but here.
Marcus just nods, yeah.
And one after the next, Bosner chomps down on these eggs, and the sort of luminescence fades from the room, and all that's left is just the light from your guys' stuff.
Is there anything else in the room?
The corpses of miners, and actually some refined or some ore, some adamantine ore, which you imagine, you know, is sort of like par for the course here. They put it in big barrels and then take it out.
No treasure or anything?
Nope.
Okay. I'll paw at one of the pieces of ore, and then just kind of shake off all the goo.
Yeah.
If there's anything. And turn back to the group.
I'm just checking out miners and seeing if there's any indication that there's anything else in these tunnels.
You get the feeling that this was sort of the mine as it was described to you by the townsfolk.
Alright, well I think that is our job done. I think we should head back to town and at least let the barkeep know. I'm sure he will inform everyone else. We should make our way to Shara's.
Is there any, like, egg viscera still on Vosner? Like, shells or tissues?
Yeah, there's some stuck to his fur.
Okay. Casually, Varel will collect it just to confirm that we actually killed these SOBs and, like, wrap it in cloth and stick it in his satchel.
Oh, I get it. It's like a token to bring back to the townsfolk. Yeah.
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 Oh, Vosner would probably recognize that and run back over and pick up one of the larvae and just hold it in his mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real gross and slimy and scaly.
We might want to take like a tooth of the one guy.
Yeah. The one corpse is deep down a hole that you don't know where it goes.
Well,
but
like
the other
the
guy
other
is accessible.
Alright. Just so we can prove we did the deed.
Yeah. You did lose the guy who was trained in sort of dismantling biological and constructive creatures. So.
Would have been perfect. I could have had a new hat.
Could you imagine E with a serpent head? My goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. And if you want, we can just fast forward to you guys leaving this place. Unless there's anything else you want to do in here.
No, I'm done.
Okay. So, you guys sort of walk out and into the daylight and go back to town. Where are you going first?
I think we would probably stop in at the bar and let him know that it's safe now.
And do a short rest there.
Yeah. He's like the unofficial mayor, right?
Yeah, the tavern keeper. Yeah. As you stroll back in, sort of covered in blood and bruises, and goop, and lightning burns, he looks at you and says, "Wow, that must have been some fight."
Could I fit into the bar as a giant wolf?
Oh, do you stay a giant wolf the whole time?
Well, I don't want to carry the thing as a druid. It's kind of weird.
That's fair. So you show up as a giant wolf, and do you come through the door first?
If I
Actually, I'm gonna say you can't fit through the door. So the door opens, and outside the door is a very large wolf, and it frightens the guy. But you drop a corpse on the ground, and he notices that it is Serpentine, and he says what I said earlier.
Yeah, I sit and I wag my tail.
He says, "Where did you find the dog?"
Oh, that is our druid.
Oh, okay.
It's a talent of his.
I've met a few of those.
But everything is taken care of now. There are a number of corpses in the mines, so I'm sure your people will want to gather them. But it should be safe now.
Well, you've done quite a service for this town. I don't think there's enough gold in this city to pay you for what you've done, but well, we appreciate it.
Of course.
He says, well, you know, you might be able to talk that blacksmith into getting you something. I don't really know what you're interested in, but he's very capable, and we'd be happy to foot the bill, and we might pay it in installments or something.
That is very kind. I'll see if we need any equipment. Yeah, and I guess they'll short rest and have some ales and such. Is there anything that anyone needs from the blacksmith?
I don't think so.
Adamantine. Druids can't wear metal.
Correct.
Yeah. Maybe I get a fancy scimitar, since I lost mine like a million years ago. Unless someone wants it for an actual weapon.
I don't know. I have a +1 vicious hand axe. I don't know if there's anything you could do to upgrade that, but I don't really use it much anyway.
Okay, you guys can figure it out later if you really want. Sort of a favor from the blacksmith.
Nice.
Maybe we'll just keep a favor for later.
Sure.
I'll look up some cool druid weapon.
Yeah, you guys get a short rest in.
Yeah. For when the griffins eat us.
So, I suppose the next step is to travel to Brinchander. Is there anything anyone else needs while we're in town? Because from what I hear, it's not going to be, I guess, hospitable when we get there, so we should count on getting supplies here.
Yeah, we could get like furs and health potions if they sell them.
I think... Did we do that already? We got...
Yeah, I think you did that on your way out.
Potions.
Okay.
We got, greater healing, 2 alchemist's fire. Nice.
Whoops.
4 cold resistance potions. And we have 2... Oh. We have 1 set of furs. We could buy a second set of furs. Or see if maybe they'll give us that instead of a weapon.
Just in case our camp gets burnt down in a freak bandit.
Yeah. Or like last time we all got eaten by the acid.
Oh,
blob.
that's how that happened. It was our tent that got burnt up in a freak
Yeah.
Is there maybe a way we can get a magic bag? Another one of those?
I don't know
Yeah.
if fire shooters
Oh,
the
right.
place
This
for
one's
that.
making us another one.
Yeah, how'd that work
Yeah.
out? Is it like
Rip.
I mean, did you buy the materials to make a magic bag? Is that what happened?
I don't even know if I got that far. I don't remember explicitly like undertaking that.
Yeah, I don't think you did, because you bought the like base item to do infusions, but you didn't buy like the materials because you wanted to make Boots of the Hinterlands, but it was going to be like 5,000 gold or 2,500 gold a pop.
Yeah.
And you guys were like, that's too expensive.
Yeah, sadly no bag.
Well, we have 10 grand. So if there's something that we need, I'll put down a second set of furs. Backup furs.
Yeah.
You should throw Vayroll down for a set of furs. I don't know if I don't have it in my inventory, so maybe we could just say I haven't had it yet.
I would say you'd have it. A
All
level
right.
10 character in the north.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I bought 7 though, so you have a backup fur now, same as
Got
everyone else.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess the only thing would be I don't necessarily need another melee weapon, but that's the only, like I can get another martial weapon, and that would be it. But I don't think I need it.
It's up to you, friend.
What would the stats be on a sword that they would give?
It's just an automatic. All hits on objects are criticals.
Ooh. Alright, well.
So it's good at breaking down things, but if it's a sword, it's not like super effective.
Yeah.
Because it's piercing, and most things have like a. Anyways, it's your call, but.
Yeah, I'll continue to look.
Okay.
So.
To the Griffins, then.
Yeah. You guys head to Deshara's place, and let's say the door is closed, and you hear her talking to the Griffins in the backyard.
What's she saying?
She's ordering them around and running them through drills, sort of having them fly up and then land and then fly left and right, like really.
Oh my God.
What is happening?
That's the blood mod. All right, hold on.
What the hell?
Alright,
I was
we're
like,
good.
is she dead?
So dead.
Yeah, that's kind of lame because Darren didn't bleed all over the. What the fuck is all broken?
What the shit?
You guys are shooting blood everywhere.
Fine. Everything's fine.
Well, like, I'm not at max health, so maybe that's.
I'm actually really liking this. This is pretty epic. Alright, I'm gonna turn off this mod. It is not working.
We've been
Reasonably
given a terrible gift.
inconsistent.
Taryn is bleeding out.
Yeah, okay. Taryn, you died. It's what.
Alright, it's alright.
I disabled the mod, so hopefully it should be back to normal. You might need to reconnect to the game. I don't know.
Just reroll a character. It's fine.
I panicked after Missile died, so I actually have a backup character now, so it's alright.
Oh.
I love how everyone has like grief characters now. Like,
I think I still have mine from like forever ago. After E died. At the Krakening.
I just keep dying.
Oh no.
So are we gonna get like
I was gonna walk around the building.
Yeah, go for it. You come around the backside and you see Deshara sort of running the griffins through drills. And
I'm gonna keep a wide distance from this griffin.
she turns to you and says, "Oh, well met. It's good to have you here. How did it go with the cave mine?
Well enough. Everything's taken care of.
Well, I expected nothing less. Plus, Veril told me that it was destined to happen, and I'm starting to believe him. Would you guys be up for some griffin training?
Yes, I think that would be wise.
All right. Well,
Very excited.
there's too many of you to each get your own, so you're gonna have to double up. And she looks at Damon. She says, "With the exception of you, you're gonna have to. You're gonna need one all to yourself." And she says, "Well, Athena is my mount, but the rest of you can choose, and the rest of you can choose who you pair up with, and who wants to sort of drive."
And if it's all right, would you show me some combat maneuvers later after this initial training on a griffin?
She smiles and says, "This is not expected to be a combat fight. If a fight breaks out, we will, hopefully just leave."
Oh, just for pick up on future skills.
Sure. Well, we'll see what we can do.
All right.
All right, who's doubling up with who? And who's picking which mount?
Varel stands and waits.
He's gonna get picked last, like last kid in dodgeball.
That's what I was thinking.
Oops.
I
Karen will
can't
go
see
with
this
his-
last one's name.
Oh. Because that's the important factor. Boanon.
Taryn will go with Isolde.
Joe Off is going to ask DeMarcus if he wants to be his partner.
Bosner
Sure.
will stand by the dark and brooding one.
Doesn't DeMarcus have his own flying horse?
Yeah,
Not
don't you have a
until
flying
level
horse?
13.
My horse doesn't fly.
Oh, okay.
Should have a flying horse. Come on, pal.
Seeing his spot, Varel will silently walk over to Vosner.
Okay.
Beside Seleno.
Yeah. And who's driving in each case?
Isolde.
Yeah, I think Isolde's too much of a control freak. Sorry.
Got it.
Taryn has a +0 anyway, so and is exhausted. So
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess Vosner will,
I trust a druid.
yeah. Unless you have better animal handling.
Unlikely. Let me see.
Okay. Isolde and Vosner on Boanon. Or I meant Taryn, sorry.
How did you pronounce it? Boanon?
Yeah, Boanon. Damon on Eurus. You guys are gonna love this shit. I'm pretty proud of this flight situation. DeMarcus and Joe Hoff.
Are there in-flight snacks?
Nope.
Damn. We got the Spirit Airlines of
They're on,
Griffin.
they're on Dream Big. I guess whatever you bring, but the Griffin might want some.
I offer Griffin a root vegetable.
It turns you down. And you
Fair
guys are on Kaleno. Perfect. Okay. So, everybody who's driving, make a animal handling check. Okay. You guys practice for about an hour, taking off and landing and sort of doing little short flights. At one point, Damon falls out of the saddle and plummets about 50 feet towards the ground. Do you have a reaction to that at all?
I may try and psychically buffer my fall.
Yeah, okay.
So is it like, it's what, 1d6 for every 10 feet?
That sounds right.
Yeah, you've done this before.
Yeah. So you take some scuff damage. I'm gonna say you take, 14 damage, and but you get back up and make another animal handling check. This time you're able to hit the standard benchmark required, and you figure out that for the most part these things drive themselves as sentient beings who are sort of following the lead of their pack leader. And she sort of turns to you guys after an hour or so of practicing taking off and landing. She says, well, there's not much else to it. I'm not training you to protect Waterdeep or anything, but it'll get you to where you need to go. And she sort of smiles and said, you guys want to get there this afternoon?
Oh, yes, I guess if that's possible.
She smiles. She says, they're very fast.
Good.
Bosner looks sad. He didn't get the chance to learn any cool aerial fight moves.
What aerial fight moves do you have in mind, Garrett? I don't know.
Anything that I can use as a using Comet to help my friends in the future.
I mean, roleplay wise, you could have learned something, but I don't have anything mechanically that you can learn. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I wanna. Let's see. I guess I'll want to figure out how to deftly swoop down and pick up things to fight them, I guess.
Okay. And you do that, do you use one of your wild shape forms to practice flying, or?
Yeah, so
Okay.
At the end of our training session, he'll wild shape into a giant owl.
Okay. As soon as you wild shape into another beast, the griffins all turn to you like your lunch. And Deshara immediately has to sort of restrain all of them to keep them from eating you.
I guess I'll fly away and I'll perch on a large enough tree.
Yeah. And there's basically, you learn from observing how the griffins fight. I'm gonna say it's not like a flight simulator day where you guys fight it out.
Yeah, I can't wild shape into a griffin because they're monstrosities.
Correct.
Which is sad.
But you guys do get ready to leave. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think so.
Okay. You guys take to the skies and fly over the icy tundra of Icewind Dale, heading towards Bryn Shander, flying at a pretty good pace at about 150 feet up. And somebody roll a d20 for me.
Oh, dang.
Okay. And you guys all fly together. Roll another d20 for me.
Someone else.
I'll do it.
Okay.
This is pretty.
Make another d20. Okay.
Let's go with Vosner's.
Oh, sorry. It took me a little bit to type.
It can be fun too.
You guys catch movement. Shining wings sort of behind you. But you can't really tell what it is. Deshara does not notice it. I'll say Vosner and Isolde do notice it.
Shining wings?
Something, yeah, flying in the air, shining.
Which direction is it traveling?
It's sort of after you, following after you.
Yeah, I mean, I have to focus on driving the griffin, but I'll tell Taryn to look out behind us, because I saw something.
Yeah, I'll tell our leader that there's probably something coming, or something trailing us.
Can I make a perception check after Isolde pointed it out?
Yeah. You can't see anything but snow.
That checks out.
What do you guys do?
Marcus and Johoff are talking about the ales of Tether.
I'll tell Farrell or Veril to prepare himself because there might be something we'll have to fight.
Could I use that opportunity to prepare a spell?
What spell?
Banishment.
Okay, so when you prepare a spell, you cast it and then hold it. So that does consume the slot. In case
fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind.
Okay.
I'll tell Deshara what I saw and that it was shiny.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
ask
I thought
her if
I
we should change
said that.
course.
Okay, you yell through the air to Deshara while flying that you see something. And, she turns around and flies back this way while you guys continue on. And, she sort of makes a pass and doesn't see much. And flies back around with great speed and comes back towards the front and sort of shakes her head. She doesn't know. And then you guys continue on. Anything else you'd like to do?
Check out all the beautiful scenery.
Okay. After about...
She's mostly trying to keep an eye out for 10 towns so she can see the destruction as soon as it comes.
Okay. And now it is time to share the 10 towns, our Icewind Dale map. Okay, and let's configure. All players have navigation, and I will activate it. Okay. Oh, you're not quite to Bremen. Okay, you guys are...
Can you just fly over the spine of the world, John, like the mountains?
Sorry?
Did we just fly like over the
Yeah.
mountains? Is that what we saw?
You came
flying
from this direction. And you now flew over the spine, and now you're approaching 10 towns. The air clears out enough that you can see where you're going. And what you see are a number of dots sort of out amongst your vision, various little settlements. And you can tell now for the first time, aside from Isolde who's known this for a while, why it's called 10 towns. There are a number of little settlements all sort of scattered around these 3 major bodies of water with various rivers leading in sort of winding directions. In the far distance, you see a small peak of a mountain that sort of stands in the center, or like just beyond all of these 10 towns. And then far in the distance, you catch a slight glimpse of a tree that must be 1,000 feet tall. Just sort of faded in the distance, barely visible. And now that you're sort of within viewing range, although it's still sort of all faint, you can tell that there is, these sort of settlements are all dotted out around here, and the biggest one here is Bryn Shander. And yeah, I guess where do you go? You talked about not going directly to the city. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I think she would want to go directly to Bryn Shander, considering what she learned yesterday. Okay.
You guys fly to the outside of Bryn Shander. And Dashara sort of stops you guys and has you land before you get to the city. And she says, this is as far as my group will go. Do you have further need of us here? Would you like us to stay around? I mean, you could pay for that. Alternatively, I'm going to fly back to Fireshear, and I suppose you could message me if you needed anything.
Yeah, I think that might be... Well, if you wouldn't mind, maybe spending a day or so. Though I'm not sure that there is a safe place necessarily to stay.
She sort of...
I will just send you a message.
Yeah, she sort of nods and says, yes. Just, make sure you give me half a day's notice so I can get to you.
Of course.
And the rate, 1,000 per trip. That'll be the same going forward as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. You guys did some good riding today. And she sort of smiles and as you guys dismount the griffins. And the griffins sort of all get together and take off, heading back down from where you came. And you guys are now outside the city limits of Bryn Shander, Isolde's hometown. Would you guys want to end it there, or do you want to go inside?
I mean, I want to go inside, but it's up to everyone else's time limits.
I'm down to go inside.
Let's do it.
I probably should go, but again, if you guys want to keep going, Joe will just be the silent observer.
Okay. I feel like this is a good enough space to stop as any.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff inside, and I don't want to necessarily get all of it started. But you guys made it. This whole arc was sort of designed to get back to Bryn Shander, and it only took 22 sessions to get there. Given that it was on the other end of the world. I suppose maybe you're going to get turned out of the gates. So We'll see.
It's all right. Let's rethink this.
Oh man.
It's all that big tree action about what's going on there.
I know.
Wasn't told about this, Laurel.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Holding back.
She's talked to Vosner about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I don't know if Demarcus would even care about a big tree.
I know
The Twitch archive.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Though, how about this? I'll give you guys a taste of the map of... I'll say that Isolde describes the city while you guys are traveling, so you know what it's like. In the event that, you know, you guys had ever... Isolde had ever died in battle, she probably would have told you guys how to navigate the city.
Yeah, that's wise.
And
This
here
is
you
where
go.
the embassy is at.
Whoa.
Some fancy shoot.
What in the world?
And there you go.
I know where we're staying.
Yeah, did you want to go up with another name, or is it too late?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I like the name.
Yeah, in my head I was like, people just know where it is. Like, there's no sense in branding anything up in 10 Towns, because it's just like,
Sure.
yeah, you go down there.
Oh, that
Yes,
measurement thing is all fucked. I
Got it.
didn't.
Yeah,
I thought about like actually doing it to scale, like I did on all the other maps, which I did by the way on that last map. So if you want to do the math on the 10 Towns map, it should work. But this one, I was like, the feet seems wrong anyways. So like each one of these little buildings is 100 feet long. Like that seems wrong. So I just ignored it.
Fair enough,
They're
just
all giants.
Yeah. Like, the big buildings are like 500 feet long. That seems huge.
Pretty stoked about the temple, the House of the Triad there.
Yep. This is what I've been
the
working on
monitor.
nonstop for the last few days.
You have a map for every single one of these buildings, right?
Yep.
Let's go
I
here.
imagine most of them are little kind of ramshackle houses.
I mean, if you look at it, the information on Bryn Shander, it's a pretty thriving city. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's sort of like
It's the capital.
Fargo, where you're like, okay, well, there's not a lot of people in Fargo, but it is like a city. Like, there are enough people living there to...
Dude, Fargo sucks.
I know. My sister lives there right now.
Enough people to call it a city.
There's like